Hi folks, BrickSidious here, back with another LEGO Star Wars video. Here we have one of the first UCS sets, and not a vehicle, but the classic Yoda statue 7194. I had not had this set for a while. I ended up getting one used recently, and I think with this I have all the UCS sets except for Darth Maul bust, which, the price of that one, and actually my family thinks it's really scary when I showed pictures, so I don't think I'll be getting it anytime soon. So I think we could call it finished at this point, that I have the UCS collection. Maybe in a future video I can rank them based on my preferences. But this one was pretty cool. I actually prefer this set more than the more recent Lego statue where he's holding the lightsaber, even though this one is very blocky and primitive. But from the original trilogy, you see he has that avuncular, kind of nice, peaceful look, a happy look on his face. In the original trilogy, he's not a warrior, he's more like a Dalai Lama, wise monk, using the Force for defense and for good, which I found more appealing as a kid. But the statue looks pretty good. It stands about 14 inches, I'd say. He's got his walking stick and necklace, and the head can rotate a little bit. Sure, the eyes look a little weird, but given the bricks that Lego was working with at the time, understandable. And you got his toenails there at the bottom and his two hands at the top of the stick. I'm not quite sure, how the hands are supposed to look with those gray claw pieces, which is the left or right. But from afar, it looks pretty cool and easily recognizable, obviously very vintage style. And the instructions are interesting, where you build it like from a bird's eye view. You can see, so there's no base plate, but Lego just has you pretend there's a grid on your table and put the bricks like so. This is the beginning of the instruction, so it's more of like the bottom part of Yoda, and then you build vertically like it's a building. It's funny, the attack on, or Empire on Jeddah City, that unofficial mock that I've shown you in a previous video, the Jeddah plateau is built this way too, kind of vertically, so that gave me memories. So yeah, kind of a different change of pace here. Not your typical UCS or Star Wars set, but very iconic nonetheless, and I enjoyed putting this on my display shelf. And as a bonus here, I like to show you unusual and rare sets. So this is the AliExpress knockoff version of the Lego Minecraft Mountain Cave. This is based on the set that is the biggest Lego Minecraft set ever. I don't think Lego's gonna make one any bigger than this, but you've probably seen online that this set is discontinued, of course, and the price for it is quite high. I think maybe a few reasons for this. I think it's kind of like the first Cloud City case, where Cloud City was $100, I think, at the time when it was sold, pretty expensive, and maybe not so appealing to kids. So very few of them got sold, and Lego discontinued it quickly. And now, of course, the ones in the wild are very rare and expensive. Similar thing here, Minecraft at the time when this set was for sale, mostly kid focused. The other Minecraft sets are small, very easy for kids to build. This one is nearly 3,000 pieces, so it might have been intimidating or not that appealing to kids. I don't know how many got sold, but now for collectors, it's just quite rare and expensive. I think maybe a complete used set will run you $700-800 and up. Partly because there are some unique minifigures here, or if you want to call them that, like this big slime. I think, for the record, I don't play Minecraft at all. My kids do, and they gave me some education here, but I'm still ignorant. But so there's this big slime, I guess, in the game. You attack it, and then he has these little slimes that, like this one here, that when you kill the big one, then the little ones pop out, and I guess very hard to kill it completely. So I think the Lego official version of this is supposed to be trans green, bright color, and it looks pretty cool, and it's unique, printed face and stuff, not stickers, so that's expensive. And there's a bunch of other kind of weird figures from the game here, like a creeper, I think they call this, an Enderman, and maybe some other printed bricks that just are totally unique to this set that make it expensive. The rest of the set, of course, is very standard bricks. That's the appeal, I guess, of Minecraft, the simplicity of the elements here, and the blocky output. But it's funny, I didn't look at the images on AliExpress too carefully. On the outside, of course, there's plenty of like $30 knockoff sets on AliExpress that, you could tell for that price that it's not the same as Lego, and it kind of looks like it, but it's probably, this scale, much smaller, and the design is different. You can clearly tell from the photos. This one, I looked at it and I thought, oh, maybe it's like a one-to-one exact replica of the Lego set, so I can just get it and enjoy it on display without paying the Lego prices. But of course, you get what you pay for. This, with a coupon, maybe this turned out to be $110 with shipping included. On the outside, the designers, whoever made this one, they tried to make it resemble the Lego set as much as possible, but it's only a facade. Like, unfortunately, the Lego set, when I looked at the instructions, it's pretty sophisticated. It has like a Technic skeleton, and it's really well designed, and it has a bunch of interactive features. Like, there's like a light brick where you can stick it into different spots and illuminate some effects or elements of the build. There's an elevator. This one has an elevator, but it's deficient. I'll explain later. But there's an elevator that brings the mine carts, you see, from the bottom of the mountain to the top. But it's supposed to connect to the track so that you can kind of have a circuit. Here, the elevator, it uses this, I'm not sure what this element is even called, the kind of the spiral axle, like Lego Friends. But it'll bring your mine cart up, and then it'll just go to a dead end. So that's no fun. Just because I think it's a harder design to make the tracks actually have a circuit. And let me see what else. Yeah, there's some in the Lego set. There's some walls that break apart and open up to reveal some Easter eggs and whatnot. But at least for this knockoff set, all the minifigures are here that are included in the official Lego set. They're accounted for here. Some don't look quite as good, but my kids who are into Minecraft, they still had fun playing with it. So yeah, on the outside, like I mentioned, if you looked at an official Lego set from far away, you'd think this one could be the same. But there are some major differences. Of course, the Lego set doesn't have all these floral elements. The AliExpress designer, I guess, thought to just dump them in here for cosmetic purposes or whatnot. And then let me turn this around for you. This is where you can tell of the knockoff nature. So there's no Technic in here at all. It's just, a lot of these light gray bricks and these tall beams that are used in like the Star Wars Death Star sets. There's interior tracks and whatnot, but the real Lego set, instead of this like pile of gold here, it has like flowing lava that goes throughout the interior of the cave, which is really cool. I added this. There's supposed to be, this is the bedroom for one of the characters. This didn't exist in the AliExpress set, but I used my extra bricks just to add one here. And there's some other random differences. Oh, here's like the giant spider. Like the Lego version has some kind of wheels or things on the wall that are probably meant to represent something in the game. And this cool effect where, let's see if I can show you, that if you rotate this cylinder piece here, it turns, like there's a little creature in a cage. It's really hard to see, but in the back, and then the creature kind of turns in their cage based on how you're rotating that cylinder. So yeah, kind of found out the hard way. You get what you pay for. This, you know, it was fun to build, and the kids liked it, you know, being Minecraft fans. I have no idea about Minecraft, but I like, you know, just the fact the set is really large and very distinctive, like any Lego Minecraft fan, if they saw this on your table, you know, they'd immediately be interested. So yeah, it was a fun exercise. Yeah, but would I buy it over again? Probably not. But maybe I'll keep my eyes open to get a legit set. Maybe even without minifigures. I don't care if that could make it cheaper. But the build has a lot of cool interactive features that interested me. So anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time, and may the Force be with you.